Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I'm actually here at my in-laws and things, getting ready to hit up the road in about an hour or so. Hopefully, I'll be back in time to see my JMU Dukes playing in the national championship. Hopefully, if you're waking up in Texas this morning, the severe thunderstorms, the tornadoes. Hopefully, there's no devastation. Hopefully, there's no damage. I know I got like Q was like sent me a text message at about like 1:30 in the morning. It's like, okay, they're headed my way next, and I know some of you guys were hunkering down during the live stream and stuff. So thoughts and prayers to everybody. Hope nobody got hurt. Hope nobody lost anything, and that includes you Eagle fans as well. And one other point before I get on to topic. Sometimes you got to pay what you owe to get right. And Philly 500, he got the belt yesterday from Michael Anthony Fitness, and he got shot glass. And I have to go ahead and try and release the trolls of his. Now, he tells me there's an easier way than going through and releasing the trolls. For me, whenever I try and find somebody, there's like a list of everybody who's ever been blocked. And he's got like 20 names. And going through there with my dyslexia, I literally lose my mind. So I'm trying to go through and do that. But he said, oh, no, there's a simpler way where you type in the name. And it's like, oh, okay. But that's what happens when you're old and technology challenged. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that, pay what I owe, and get you, and understand, listen, if I release you trolls, understand, man, we're a family here. We are about talking football and stuff. Do not, because a lot of you guys got blocked because you went for personal attacks, okay? I know I'm old. I know I'm fat. I know I'm ugly. I don't need you saying it 50 times in my live stream when we're trying to have real discussions about football and what's going on. So if you want to trash my team and say, ha, we beat you guys, even though you got your ass kicked 37-7 earlier part of the season, so I call it even, go right ahead. But understand, this is really not a trash talk channel, okay? All right, so Jon Kitna won't be returning for the Dallas Cowboys. I personally think that's a mistake because I look at Dak Prescott's development that he's had this year. You look at his mechanics, his footwork, and everything else came together this year, and he got so much better. I mean, we got the Dak dance, boom, boom, Instagram sensation and stuff where he's using his hips. And I know a lot of people who don't understand or haven't played sports before don't understand that your power comes from your lower torso. I threw shot put, and it's not about having a strong arm. It's about that whip action of your body. So when you're in there, you've got that base just right where you can just transfer all that and pull your body through. Because just like Dak was doing his Dak dance, it's the same motion when you're throwing a shot put. Because what you're doing is you're taking this arm and you're whipping that whole body. Boom. So yeah, I can kind of do it, or at least I used to kind of do that Dak dance. So Jon Kitna, and I don't think he'll be unemployed for long. I think he'll be able to get another gig if he wants one. Won't be back. So right now it's looking like the only offensive people coming back are Kellen Moore and Nussmeier. That's it. That's the list. Everybody else is going bye-bye. We're in a bidding war for, God, now his name slips me, for running backs coach. Zeke Elliott's former college coach, Drayden, I can't remember, but the Rams want him. The Cowboys want him. We'll see where he ends up landing. So there's that. Now, the interesting thing, or is it kind of a scary thing? It seems like we are trying to put in place running back coach, support Zeke Elliott. We're keeping Kellen Moore, offensive play caller. But I think Jon Kitna was actually that bridge between, because it's not always the head coach that's making the calls and things like that. I think it's the head coach who's making the offense and things like that and passing it on to the offensive coordinator that's passing it on to the position coaches that's passing it on to the players. So that way the message isn't lost. It'll be interesting to see who becomes the quarterback coach. Maybe it's Mike McCarthy. I don't know. And maybe that's why Jon Kitna's not coming back. I mean, he has worked with Joe Montana and Brett Favre and, the bad man. Yeah, that guy. Hate that guy. But here's the big question. And Mike McCarthy's being hired the head coach Monday, or basically we're told it was Monday. We know we just had the press conference a few days ago, but he's been hard at work getting all the coaching staff together, and I have to applaud him because he is putting together coaches with experience from different organizations, different sets of eyes on the prize. People with Super Bowl winning experience and things. But I wonder why Mike McCarthy hasn't talked to his quarterback yet. It would seem like that would be one of the early calls, would be to your quarterback, I would think. But James Slater is reporting that he hasn't exactly gotten any calls from his coach yet. Maybe that'll happen like today or tomorrow, this weekend, or maybe it's, hey, let's come on by and, chew the fat a little bit or something, because that's going to be key. That's key to everything. Now, for all of you guys that hate Dak and say, well, the Cowboys, they're going to let him walk. We're going to get Tom Brady. Well, Stephen Jones says he is trying to get that deal done, and he's surprised that he didn't get one of the two big ones done, being Amari Cooper and Dak Prescott. I think you need both of those guys. And that's going to be the die that's cast. Now, again, you guys that say, well, maybe he doesn't want Dak Prescott. Well, pump the brakes on that one. Mike McCarthy didn't have to take a job right now. Mike McCarthy could have had any number of jobs. He had the opportunity. People wanted to interview him. The Browns are still looking for a coach. They wanted to interview him. The Giants wanted to interview him. I believe the Panthers were interested in him. So he had the opportunity, if he wanted to have Danny Dimes as his quarterback sitting there, or Baker Mayfield sitting there, and take those teams and build them the way he wants to. But he chose the Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott. That says a lot, because he figures, okay, I've got that quarterback, I got that running back, and we're going to do some things with it. Now, for those of you that are worried that Zeke Elliott, he's going to get let go, he's not going to get used. He passed all the time with Aaron Rodgers and things. Understand this. Here's the thing about great coaches. Great coaches learn how to adapt to the talent that they have. Tom Landry took took a track star and understood he had a lot of speed and made him a wide receiver. And he's in the Hall of Fame. Joe Gibbs came from Air Coryell to the Washington Redskins and realized he did not have the wide receivers or the offensive line that could pass block. He didn't have the quarterback that was like Dan Fouts. He had Joe Theismann. And what he did was he took that old, slow running back of his that was a bruiser, and he developed an offense around them. You look at the 49ers. Joe Montana wasn't the deep passer. He did not have that strong of an arm. So they decided, okay, we're going to do an offense that's predicated on timing routes and shorter passes that get the ball in the hands of the receivers to make plays. And that's exactly what they did. They reinvented their offense to suit the great talent they had. You got a Zeke Elliott. You don't think he's going to use him? FYI, when he was offensive coordinator in New Orleans, and he had Ricky Williams, his last 2 years in the league, he had 2,300 yards. So he understands how to use a running back. He just hasn't had a quality one. So that's where we are today. And I appreciate all the support from all you guys. Great live stream last night. And we are only two channel members away from 200. I can't believe that. I got more shot glasses when I get home to pack up and get addressed to you guys. I appreciate all the support, and we're going to be doing some big things. Don't worry, if you still need your football fix, we still have playoffs today, playoffs next week, Pro Bowl that week, and then the Super Bowl. And we will be in Miami for 14 days. No, 13 days. 13 days, and we will be giving you coverage like nobody. I mean, nobody will cover the Super Bowl and bring you the stories like nobody else than the Joe Boo Sports Report. And hopefully, with this new era of Mike McCarthy, I'll be there one of these days covering it about the Dallas Cowboys. Have a great Saturday. Be careful. That storm is working its way onto the East Coast. Everybody be safe. See you. Oh, one other thing, too. If you watch my live streams, you know I always end it with Don Meredith. And I've always loved Don Meredith. And I realize sometimes you like something and you don't know why. But I was just watching the NFL Network was on, and they had a Football Life of Don Meredith. I hadn't seen it before. And it ended with him, of course, passing. And it had a clip of him saying, I wasn't the best passer. I wasn't the best runner. But I hope I'll be remembered for being a great person. That's it. I strive to be like Don Meredith. I'm Mark Holmes. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon.